Hi Vicky, it's Jeff from Leapfrog Internet Marketing. This is my look at the sh-r-k-fn website in terms of what we would do in terms of search engine optimization, SEO, to get it found on Google page one for a range of keywords, and obviously then driving people to the website and hopefully generate business, generate leads coming out of the website. So I just want to make sure the website is technically set up for Google. There's no point investing in SEO if there's some sort of blockage that's stopping you get on page one. And then I'm going to start digging into your keywords. I mean, that's quite important that we target the right keywords. And then I'm going to start looking at what those look like on Google and ultimately who we're competing against for those 10 positions on Google page one. So first of all, Google looks at over 200 different signals when it's deciding how to rank your website. One of those is it secure? Have you got the padlock? And yes, you've got the padlock. So that's a tick in the box. That's not holding it back. Is it mobile friendly? It's mobile friendly. So again, that's another ranking factor. Is it fast? Super fast, really fast. Don't see many websites more than 94. So that's great. Those basic checks means there's nothing really technically holding it back. I then wanted to get a feel, SEO is all about keywords, right? So what sort of keywords are scattered through the sh-r-k-fn website? So this is kind of visual representation of that. And what we want really is keywords, maybe around ROI, business case, scattered in there. Not too much, but certainly scattered. And it's talking about business cases here, ROI. Arranged demo from an SEO perspective seems almost too strong. But I think it's not bad, but I think we could optimize it some more. So we're pushing some of the keywords more on the website without it being spammy. Of course, it's got to look natural. So I then want to just see, where do we actually stand? What are the current rankings for the website? What sort of traffic comes into the website? So I've put the website into a tool called SEMrush, and this is just giving me an overview. And it's quite interesting to see the different markets. So we've obviously got the US, and then we've got the UK, and you can see that actually the US is making up 39% of your market share. I think this correlates with your website, new website being launched. So it looks like you're getting some organic traffic up, and this is telling us the number of keywords you're getting. So yeah, US, UK, we want to target obviously those English speaking countries. From what you said, US is where you're getting more traction at the moment. You want that to continue, but obviously the UK market as well. sh-r-k-fn in the US has 149 keywords ranking, whereas in the UK it has 50. These are the types of keywords it's ranking for. And it's not quite sure these are really what I call money terms, that people behind them are potential customers. So what I'm going to do then is take the same page, and what I've done is I've tried to filter down by excluding your brand, and that really hasn't told me much more. So there's not that much to go on at the moment. So then I thought, well, let's go for ROI, and there's some stuff in there about ROI. So what is ROI? This is saying that it's ranked position 76. So 1 to 10 is page 1 of Google, 11 to 20 page 2. So this is halfway down page 8 of Google. And you have got a what is ROI page, which is great. Clearly we need to get you onto page 1, but that is a massive search term, 8,100 searches. Clearly only a small fraction of those people would be potential buyers. Like you talk maybe a sales director in a large corporate. But that shouldn't really stop us going for that search. That's often the case. Only a fraction of the people making that search are your potential customers. So then I wanted to have a look at, I thought, well, let's see what your competition, your term business case software, for example. I wanted to see who is on page 1. Got the Google ads, roughly 20% of people click on those, and then 80% click on the natural search result, which is what we're really talking about, SEO. What's interesting here is its content. It's kind of informational content that seems to be ranking for this search. It's not somebody necessarily saying, hey, look at my business case software, how to write a business case, how to write a business case. If we pick off one of these people, all right, I wanted to kind of reverse engineer what keywords they rank for that actually we could go after. And there's a few in there that I think we could definitely go for. So these guys in the US, Upboard.io, you know, I'm punting this out, and by all means knock me down or say no, that's not relevant. But software business strategy, for example, 70 searches a month. They're in position 2. Business case management software, business model generation software, business software case example, business acquisition cost. So I've taken those and I've stuck them then into a keyword list, and I've just tried to add them. I'm just trying to come up with some keywords that potentially we could target. And there's some of them here. So we've got some stuff around ROI. Marketing is mentioned. Now, I realise marketing is a subset of business, but clearly if somebody was looking for ROI on marketing, would that also fit into the Shark Finesse model, or it be a subset of your software? I don't know. But there's some ideas there for you that we could target. And these are monthly searches in the US market. So obviously, actually, these volumes are going to be bigger across the English-speaking world, including the UK. We looked at business case software, haven't we? And we can see some of the guys there. It's pretty much just a straight list of 10 websites. You don't often see that type of result these days. It's normally kind of a universal search. It's all mixed up with video and images and all sorts. And then you've got ROI tracking software. Ads at the top. One website. We've got people also ask. So I think this is where we could really help you, particularly with frequently asked questions. This is all to do with voice. You know, up to 50% of searches now are voice activated on things like Alexa, OK Google, Siri, etc. And so by getting in this listing here, it's another opportunity to be on page 1, apart from obviously having your website in there. And you can see a number of websites there. Let's pick them off. I'm just trying to work up why they are on page 1 and you're not. So really simple systems. We've got Hub, Staff, Planner, and Wasp barcode. And what I've done is I put Shark Finesse and I benchmarked them against these guys in this tool called Moz Link Explorer. And it's spitting out this metric called domain authority. So I mentioned that Google looks at over 200 different ranking factors when it's deciding how to rank your website. And 40% of those ranking factors are your website. And we've just talked about that. Is it secure? Is it mobile friendly? Is it fast? Meta titles and descriptions, alts on images, anything to do with the website. But actually 60%, and most people don't realize this, is actually Google is looking for authority signals elsewhere. And in Google's algorithm, it is looking for other websites linking into Shark Finesse. And this gives you this authority score. It's almost like an SEO power score. So you've got 30 other websites linking to you. It's not just a numbers game. You can see what the other guys have got. It's about the quality of those links as well. And are they coming from relevant sites? So for example, for you, it would be, are they coming from other kind of sites in the business niche, for example, or the finance niche, one could argue. 100 is amazing, 0 is terrible. To get onto page 1, you need a domain authority that is similar to the competition. So it's a mark of how competitive your particular niche or set of keywords that you're targeting is. You got 25. We would build 4 backlinks a month, and we should be able to build that up to probably about 30 within 6 months. There's already guys there on page 1 just with 1 notch above you. So to me, this feels very, very realistic that within 6 months, we would get you onto page 1 for a handful of keywords and hopefully drive some leads out of the website. If we were looking at scores here of all scores, 40s, 50s, 60s, I think we would be recommending that maybe SEO wouldn't be the channel, but they're not that far ahead of you, to be honest. And it almost feels like actually your domain authority is okay, it could be improved, but I think what needs to be improved is that other half that Google looks at, which is the website and the content, etc., etc. So this is just a sample, but I'd love to know your feedback on what do you think these keywords are, which are relevant, which aren't, etc., etc. These are monthly searches in the US, and our objective really is a 3 to 6 month timescale, increase leads from searches on Google. We'd optimize the website, build 4 of those backlinks every month. And that's all about building that authority so you can rank for more and more keywords on page 1. we'd work with you as a partner really to give you, there's loads of ideas, content ideas based on what people are searching for. And we could also help you how you structure that data. We'd also love to set up and manage Google remarketing. I can imagine for your space, your lead time in terms of from first contact with a client to then finally make a decision could be months, if not years. And, remarketing is a very cheap way of just serving up some ads. I'd recommend just a budget of £50 a month. We'd set that up as part and parcel of what we do. And it's just once people leave the website, just reminding them about the brand. It should help your conversion rate. And we provide monthly reports. We think these are key. Every month, you'd be able to see what your rankings are, how many are on page 1, and how many clicks are coming through for that particular search term. And, every month we should be able to get a 10-15% improvement in rankings and traffic. Not every month's a brilliant month, I've got to be honest. But as long as we're seeing more greens up than reds, then obviously that's a good thing. The other thing we want to be showing you is your leads. So we put lead tracking in place. So you can see every month when a lead comes in, where did it come from, for example? Was it organic or was it social? And, what was that lead? This is the one for Leapfrog. Leapfrog, this is telling me I had 2 leads and they came in from the contact form, and I had 1 lead that came in from an email inquiry. Okay, so the SEO, this would be £480 a month. It's a monthly activity. We've got to keep kind of almost chipping away, getting that 10-15% improvement every month. That would include the report. We'd also manage and optimize that remarketing. And you asked for some options as well on copywriting. So we could stitch in 2 600-word blog articles written by one of our freelance copywriters, or we can connect you directly and they can have a contract with you. Really don't mind. That'd be £110. Or you could have, that's not 2, I've got to get that right. That's only one 1,000-word blog article, and that's £90. So that's it, really. I hope that gives you food for thought. This is an example of some of the remarketing we could do. This is for a client of ours that does UPS batteries. But these ads are basically served up on people's phones and also people's desktops when they leave your website and go on other websites. And we're just finding it's probably increasing conversion by about 10-15%. So yeah, just food for thought. Thanks. Bye.